Hello lovely people, welcome to Antizo Designs. My name is Florence. In this video I'll be showing you how I set up my 2 lion industrial iron, and if you're interested in seeing how I do this, please keep on watching. Thank you. I'm just going to bring it out from the package, and as you can see there's the silicone stand for the iron and the bucket holder. That's where the water goes in. I'm going to set this aside for now. So I'm going to bring out the iron. It's always placed in the bucket. The whole iron setup and the other instruments that come with it, they are all inside this bucket. So I know that it looks so small, but everything is perfectly placed here. And to be fair, I already opened this iron before, so this is not the first time I'm opening it or unboxing it. I already checked that everything was complete and the iron was working. I'm going to put the bucket handle in the bucket and then hang it up later. I did change the setting, but if you're going to be using this handle, you should have something that is very secure to the wall where it can stay, because the water is going to add a lot of weight to it. This silicone pipe also comes with the iron, and it's supposed to be inserted into the iron and the bucket. This is where the water is going to feed through to the iron itself. This is going to bring out steam. So I'm just going to insert that to the bucket where the tap section is. I'm just going to insert one side to the bucket and then the other side to the iron, like so. Also, this string is to secure the pipe to the iron. So you can see I'm putting it into the pipe first before putting it to the iron hole. This just helps to keep it in place and doesn't bend and it doesn't spoil, because this pipe I think is not very easy to get as a spare part. So as you can see now, I fed it into the iron, and now I'm just going to use that spring to secure it. I didn't do it very well here, but I'll show you that later in the video. Also, I would like to mention that this iron uses any distilled water, or if you're using ordinary water, you should put the mineralizer inside so that there are no minerals left in the water before you use it. If not, it's going to spoil your iron and it will last for a very long time, because all these particles will start to kick inside. That is why when you press the stain, you start to see, you know, white substances coming out. So to avoid that, just use distilled water. Next, I'm going to bring out the clips that come with the iron. These are to clip the silicone pipe to the iron wires. This way it stays together, it doesn't move anyhow, and it keeps it away from this iron, because it can get pretty hot depending on the setting that you have used. And just to keep them together and to follow each other, that is the point of the clips. So I'm just going to insert one part into the iron wire and then the other part into the silicone wire, like so. As you can see, it's keeping them together, and it's also going to keep it away from the iron mouth or to the surface of the iron where it can easily get burnt. So as you're moving the iron, it doesn't move anyhow. You don't necessarily have to use all of the clips like me here, so I used a few and left the rest, because the iron, where the iron is and where the bucket is pretty far apart. So if you have a socket that is a bit higher, then you probably need more, but I didn't use all of that because I just needed at least or at most 3 in this case. So just use as many as you need and not necessarily all of them. The bucket should be at least 3 feet above the iron, so I just wanted to add that. So it is very important that you use a demineralizer in your water or distilled water. So make sure that your water is void of minerals. This is the iron switch, and now I'm just going to switch it on to show you. See, the light comes on. When it is on, it starts to get hot almost immediately, so be careful around the iron. Next, I have this Teflon or iron shoe that I put under the iron. This thing prevents the iron from burning clothes, or having this weird shine that happens when you iron your clothes. And I'm just going to put that into the iron. This is very efficient and useful. I would implore you to get one too before you start. Next, this is the iron dial. As you can see, I've taken it all the way to number 5, which is the hottest part of this iron. But usually I use number 1, number 3, number 4, number 5. They're pretty very hot. So please check what fabric you're using this for, or whatever we're using it for, and then put the dial. Next, I'm going to open the iron tap. It shows the direction on the bucket itself, so I'm just going to open it to feed the water through to the iron. So this is the silicone plate for the iron. The iron doesn't stay up, it lays flat all the time, so please ensure that it's always on this plate when it's in use. So you want to wait for this light to go off before you start using the steam feature, as you can see here. So now I'm ready to iron anything that I want to iron here, and this iron is very efficient. You can see how it irons out the wrinkles very smoothly, very fast, and I can iron on any side that I want to without fear of it having a shine or whatever. Also, this spring thing I was telling you about earlier, so this ensures that the pipe doesn't bend all the way from that mouth. Also, you can scan the QR code on the iron to see the manual if yours doesn't come with a physical paper manual. Here is my final iron setup. As you can see, I got a new ironing bed so that the iron has a place to stay. I also got a carpenter to build a place for the bucket because it's full almost all the time, and I didn't want the weight to be directly on the wall. So you guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one. So I have been using this iron for over 4 months, and it has been pretty amazing. As you can see here, I'm ironing on the fusible interfacing side or the hairstay side, and it is not going to the iron at all thanks to the Teflon or the iron shoe, which just makes things a little more efficient for me while working. So if you do want to buy this iron, even though it's on the expensive side, I would advise that you do, because it is quite efficient and less time consuming than using a domestic iron. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.